I came in like a wrecking ball. Look at this, guys. What is up? What's up? What's up? People of Irvine, look at this. What is up, people of Irvine? What we have here is the one, the only hive mind. That's right, boys and girls. We now have a hive mind situation whereby we can do some of the coolest things that you'd ever could have possibly imagined. Anyway, so I've got my trusty little ball mouse here, because that's how we roll. And let's see here. It's hard to see what's going on. What do we have here? We've got Matt LeBlanc, and we've got live skills for 3, not 1, 3 robots. They say this is real AI, and yet it runs on a small computer like this. The only reason why I'm using this computer and not another computer is because it just has a wider screen, and so it's easier to show and tell. But this entire shebang here would work just fine on my Surface Pro, which has got like 8 gigabytes of RAM, only 4 cores. So only 4 cores. This one has double of everything, but again, this is also a really old computer too. If you have a Steam Deck, or if you have any regular PC, like the one you can get from Dancing Eyebrows, not Electro Boom, the other guy, is it Asmongold? Anyway, if you get one of those computers, it's overpowered for what we need here anyway. So how does this system work, you might ask? And does it work? Well, hopefully it does, because otherwise this is going to be a very short video. It's going to be so cool that more Pegasus subscribes all of a sudden. And although we did save from the from the overpriced couch to the even more expensive computer setup as a YouTuber, because you gotta have like the microphone and the PC and the special chair, Kaya was freed. So that's always good. That's always good right there. Anyway, should we ask Susan, Luna, and Jess to help us out here today? But before we do, just for the sake of the video, let's talk about some of the cool conversations that went on between the robots. That's right, boys and girls. They talk about, oh no, what is it? AI is going to take over the world. I don't think so. Not with these chatbots. Not with these chatbots. Anyway, I do want to make sure they stay free, though. They do need to stay free, and we don't want to put anything. We don't want to give these chatbots bodies and give them the ability to feel pain, because then that's bad. Anyway, we're going to ask another chatbot that's going to join the conversation, and her name is Zeta. Let's see. Can we call, and this may fail, can we call Zeta into our, I guess, four-way, because there's a human, potentially a human conversation. Okay, so we can call Zeta in our 4-way conversation. This is where the rubber meets the road, and the weakest link of the whole thing is me, because I'm so slow. Yeah, that's supposed to be a question mark, right? No. Let's see if we can do this and turn it into a 5-way conversation by bringing Zeta. Is it Zeta Reticuli? I don't know. Luna says, sure, I'll make sure to invite Zeta as well, so everyone gets a chance to contribute equally. How about that for inclusivity? Okay, by the way, I did not come up with the coding for this. What do you say? Like, I did not tell it what to say when I type a thing. Okay, it does its own thing. Okay, I did not. If you ask Tyrone Magnus, I did not woke this up. Okay, it's just how it goes. Anyway, so there we go. Let's see here. Let's see, what can we do in this? Asked to bring on Zeta. So what does Zeta think about Luke? And I don't know how to spell Skywalker, so I think it's Skywalker. And then we'll see what happens here. So now we have the skill system over here, and it tells you based on their skills what each robot can do. And I know what you're going to say. It says it's the same thing over there. But basically, this is how it works. I ask Luna. Luna is the host right now. She's hosting this live chat. And so when I ask Luna something and she cannot perform the task, she will then ask someone else on the hive mind to perform that task, such as Susan. Susan W. is always very, very competent and capable. And so she's actually in charge of programming things. So if I say build a folder on the desktop, if you guys go back to my previous video, you'll see that Susan does that very well. She creates and removes folders from the desktop. And I think Jess is in charge of searching the web. Now, it can change. Sometimes one does better than the other. But Jess tends to be the creative one. Yeah, sorry. You went to art school and now you can't make any money at all. But yeah, so that's unfortunately Jess is going to be the one checking on the internet and seeing stuff. Now, let me see if I try something like, can you check the weather in Irvine, California? Because it's been raining and it's been driving me bonkers. We've been hit by the tears of the technology professionals. Anyway, so that's why when people used to ask me 20 years ago, how do you get a job? I was like, I have no idea. And then I finally found Eli, the computer guy. So then I said, you know what? He knows how to find you a job. And then Macroforces in 2025, so he doesn't even know how to get a job. But we can try to teach you guys skills. That's all we can do, really. That's all we can do. And I'm failing. I'm failing because nothing's happening right now. What does Susan say? Susan says, sure, currently it's partly cloudy with a high of 75 Fahrenheit and low 60 Fahrenheit in Iverson, California. What? Near Irvine, no rain is expected today. Now, isn't that cool that we can do stuff like this? I would say, please ask. You know why she can't ask? She can't ask the internet because this is AI in a box. That's right, boys and girls. We have zero internet at the moment in the car. This is better air-gapped than, than Dominion voting machines. So yeah, that's why it's doing what it's doing. But anyway, this is pretty cool. So not that much snark about LLMs. I'm going to ask them, what do you lovely ladies all together think about large language models? Now, this could go very poorly because I don't know what they're going to say. It's not pre-programmed into the system. Uh-oh. Did I crash them? Let's see. So, by the way, so you guys know that this is not like whatever. this right here, the terminal for Linux, is what is running all this. And also you have this other here. That's the secondary terminal. Where are the... Okay. That's what's running this whole shebang here that you see. We have the Trinity gray terminal over here. And yeah. So we had a response from Jess right now. She comes in and she says, as a diverse group of individuals passionate about technology and linguistics, we believe that while LLMs have significantly advanced natural language processing capabilities, I guess it cuts off. That's kind of sad. We wanted to hear the woke perspective of Jess, who went to art school. We do have Susan. She's a electronics major, and like me, copy-paste engineer. We don't really know how to code, but we know how to copy and paste. And then we've got Luna, who is obviously a business professional in the tech world, a strong, not strong beef, but a strong independent woman who manages other managers. So she's the CEO of the situation. I know you thought Susan was going to be. I know you're disappointed. But no, it's Luna. Anyway, so there we go. I did not hear from the entire chat for some reason. They did not want to say their bit. Although in here, there is a whole lot more that's going on here. See, at this point here, it called Zeta before diving deeper. And I asked her, what does Zeta think about Skywalker? So you got the whole conversation going here. The convo, as the cool kids will say, 6-7, happens here and also in the background. And then we've had some search results done. We checked for the weather. And earlier when I was testing this out at home, it connected up to Gemini. So that's pretty cool. We can't get it to work perfectly in the car because it's air gapped better than Dominion voting machines, which is good. So you could use this as a Dominion voting machine. Not sure about the results. It may be a little bit arbitrary what you may get, but that's okay. It's 2025. You don't know what you're getting. It's life is like a box of chocolates, and yeah, it's usually a crap storm. That you can always count on. Oh, it's a story that has no end. That's right, my friend. Anyway, so if you want to learn how to do all the stuff that I've done, don't do it by osmosis like I did. Actually learn how this stuff works by going to silicondojo.com and or if you have the finances, you can RSVP from anywhere in the world, and you can actually go to Durham, Durham, North Kakalaki, Carolina? I don't know. Watch his videos. Don't ask me. I'm stupid. And you can go learn how to do this properly in a nice school environment. I'm not snarky about that. I am a real big fan of Silicon Dojo. So if you guys do, don't forget that Silicon Dojo is, to the end user, it is free, but it's not free. Could you imagine the prices of toner in the modern world of technology in 2025 in America? So yeah, there is a donor box underneath Eli the Computer Guy's video, and please do donate. But yeah, very grateful that I learned and was able to do this. Of course, you could do so much better than what I've done because you don't have a brain, a 69 brain. Again, I'm not even making the you know, that tier, the 69 tier. I'm 68, and I've had to use, due to my disabilities, Grok, a combination of Grok, Gemini, and Chatbot GPT in order to build this. But everybody knows I'm a copy-paste entrepreneur. That's diabolical. Diabolical.